Jagshemash, welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. We're back with Football Manager 2021 and Eastern Resurgence 2 with Steaua Bucharest, and today we have our very first matches in Europe. We're in the Europa Conference League second qualifying round, and we're in Kazakhstan. We're against Kairat Almaty. There's going to be some Borat stuff in this video, as you've already seen. I don't know how this is going to go. We might go out in the second qualifier. We might go through. I've got absolutely no idea. This is just the first time we're playing in Europe. So we could win, we could lose. I've got no clue. We're going to play both legs in today's video. We're also going to see who we could be getting in the third qualifier. I'm going to do the draw for that next. And there's a couple more bits of transfer news to go through as well. So we'll do that as well. And if you're enjoying this series, do drop a like down below and leave comments. It's the best way to support and help the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications. We're approaching 950 subs. We're getting ever so closer to that 1,000, which is great to see. So last episode we kicked off season 6, but unfortunately drew against Astra Georgia, marking the first time this series that we've failed to win our opening game. It was a 1-1 draw as Popa scored in his debut, and then Drugar scored for Astra. We did play one match off camera against Voluntari, but first of all, let's show you a couple of new players. This is Prestige Mbungu. He's a Congolese winger. He's coming on a free transfer, last playing in Serbia for Metalag and on a loan spell for Javor. He's 25, he's a right-footed winger, and he looks pretty well-rounded. You know, 12s and 13s not too bad, so he's a decent crosser of the ball. His first touch is good, his passing's all right, he's good off the ball, he's got a decent work rate, and physically, again, not too bad. You may well see he's already scored for us. We've also brought in some defensive cover. This is Luka Kiontea, who's 22 years old. He's going to be a backup option. He can play as a centre-back or a right-back. He's also a free agent after playing for Craiova last season. Played 10 appearances for the second team in the third division. He's just going to be a defender just to fill out the squad. And he's also 22, so I think he should be able to fill in that homegrown quota if we do need a player like that. He's essentially the new Denis Beleni. So yeah, as mentioned, we did play Voluntari off camera. We won 1-0 and Mbungu scored a goal on his debut, 33rd minute goal for him. In a game that didn't see too much, we were far and away the better team and only managed the one goal. Would have liked to have scored, you know, one or two more. We were pretty dominant, but managed to get our first win of the season after failing against Astra Georgia. So we've played 2 games. We've drawn 1 and we've won 1. Not too bad. We have Kairat in the 2 European games coming up next. And then we face Kindia Targovishte just after that. We do, however, have a draw for the third qualifier now. So we'll see who we will be facing if we can get past Kairat. So we're Group 2 unseeded. So can we only face teams in this group? I actually have no idea. Let's draw all teams and let's just see who we're going to be facing if we can get past the Kazakhs. It's going to be either Deri City of Ireland or Sudjeska from Montenegro. Okay, again, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how well these guys have been doing. Deri in Ireland they came third in 2023, so they're you know, a top half team in Ireland. So that could be a trip to Ireland. What about Sudjeska? They're in Montenegro, so we can't really see too much about them. But they have won a couple of titles in recent years, in 2018 and 2019, and finished runner-up in 2020 as well. But hopefully we'll have some great success in the second qualifying round. Looking at the table so far after 2 games, we sit in 5th, unbeaten, along with Craiova, Cluj, Georgiou, and Six-Shereda, who, by the way, won 9-2. In a recent game. 9-2 against Academica Clinceni. Okay, we've made it to the first leg. I don't know what we're expecting to do here. Okay, apparently the hosts are favourite. We've travelled almost 2,500 miles for this, so it's going to be tough. We are going to revert to Grab in goal. As said last time, Grab will be our goalkeeper for the Europa Conference League and for the Cup, and Erez will be our league goalkeeper. We're going to go with the same 11 that played against Voluntari. The only injury is, of course, Stupar, who's out for a few more months still with the cruciate injury. But we're going to go with this 11. And Mbungu scored on his debut. Popa scored on his debut. So we're going to leave them both out. Ishmael's going to play up top. Okay, looks like they play with a 4-4-1-1. Not what they played last time, though. They've made 7 changes. We don't really have anything to lose in this tie. You know, anything beyond this round for us is a bonus. We're only expected to get as far as we can in this competition. So if we go out, we go out. It's going to be difficult. We've travelled a long way for this. 2,500 miles. First highlight of the game on 25 minutes. We have a throw with Shofran. Maximovic goes back to Timothy Sukar. Here's Maximovic to Shofran. Vasilescu. Sukar, good spell of possession here for us. We've got space on the right here, which we could use. Here's Maximovic. Shofran's got time to put a cross in here, maybe. And it's at the far post, and it's Bezbekov with the clearance away. Said Ahmet coming forward now for Kairat. And Santek is through, and Santek makes it 1-0. Andrew Santek with the first goal for Kairat. Because if we can get an away goal here, that would be good. But not expecting amazing things from this first leg. You know, these guys are former champions in Kazakhstan, and it's going to be a difficult match. But a through ball there, might have been playing a little bit too high there, and Santek manages to slot it home. So maybe drop it a bit deeper. Well, we are on standard, so maybe we'll leave it. Maybe they were just maybe they just got a bit more quality than we do. Again, I don't know. I don't have this league loaded, so I don't think you can in the normal game. But they're coming on the ball here again. Kairat, Goralski. To the goal scorer Santek. Here's Sagnayev to Zhunisov. And, oh, God. Oh, he's hit the post. That was lucky. It's still not out of play, though. And is that going to be a penalty? No, it's not. And here's Popa. And this could be a chance for us to equalise here and get an away goal, which will be very, very important. Popa still got it. He's keeping it well. And it's eventually out for a throw-in for us. Okay, it's half-time. Kairat have been the better team. They've got more possession. They've had more shots. We're going to go for the regroup when we lose possession. We're just going to stand off a little bit. Just go a little bit less with the urgent pressing and just up that directness a little bit just to standard. An away goal here would be nice. If we lose, we lose. But let's at least try and have something to fight for in the second leg. Kairat with a free kick here with Bitang. And Grayab has come forth to claim that for his own. We're about approaching 55 minutes, about 10 minutes into this second half. And Mbungu's got lots of space on this right flank. Needs to try and hold it up a bit as bodies come into the 18-yard box. Now Maximovic is in support. It's a cross, and it's Popa! And it's just wide. Popa did well to score in his debut against Astra, but hasn't managed to put the ball in there. And I think we're going to make some changes on the hour. We're going to bring off Vasilescu for Grameni. And I'm also going to take off Popa and bring on Lovrenezovic. Just get a few more experienced men out there to try and get something back in this game. Toma. Again, keeping the ball well here, but struggling to break down this defence. But ball over the top finds Ismail, who does not score. It's not going to count. Oh, that doesn't count. It's disallowed. I think there's VAR. I don't know if there's VAR in the Europa Conference League. I've got no idea. But it's disallowed. And Zhunisov is for one goal here for Kairat. And he makes it 2. We don't even get to see replay from the offside. And Kairat double their lead. Pogatilov, it was straight from the goal kick. And then Bitang with their header on to Zhunisov. And again, they got behind our defence. And that's an easy finish for him, really. And yeah, we just haven't been very good. Oh, so we're going to see a replay of this. Oh, is he just offside? He was offside. Oh, that's annoying. We didn't even see a replay for our one, and that looked offside to me. I made my last change. Morong's come on for Toma. Let's try and get an away goal here. We really haven't offered much at all in this first leg. It's been pretty poor by us, actually. Defensively, you know, they've only had 8 shots and 2 on target. We haven't had much to do. We didn't offer anything in that game. I thought it would be a bit more competitive than that, but we didn't have a shot on target. I think Ismail had a big chance, and then one was offside, but that's really all we offered in the game. And he didn't have much else to do at all. And Mbungu, I don't think affected the game even slightly. So no, didn't get forward enough, didn't create enough. Just a weak performance, really. Never really got going. It says a lot when Ivan Zhunisov, one of their best players on the night, is a fake grey player. But look at the attributes. He has one attribute under 10, and that's long throws. Everything's in double figures. Hopefully we can put up a bit more of a fight in the second leg. We've agreed the signing of Radesh Nedelea, 21-year-old Romanian midfielder. So again, under 21 and homegrown. And he looks pretty good, actually. 3.5-star current ability with 5-star potential. He's cost a fair bit of money, £500,000 from Botasani. Some of it is up front. Some of it is over the next 2 years, I think it is. But he's a central midfielder that is about as good as the ones that we currently have. He can play as a CM on support, can play as a playmaker. Metzala is also something he could do. He's got good first touch, good passing, great tackling, good anticipation, good decision making. Looks like a really solid midfielder, and one that I think could really change that midfield, because that is an area where I think we do tend to struggle a bit, especially in games where we don't quite manage to control it. This guy might be a difference maker there. He's 21 and he's already really good. Okay, Steaua is beginning rehab for his injury, so that's good. He'll be back in about 3 months. Into the second leg, we're being told to push up, so we'll do that. We'll agree with what he says. We are going to start Nezovic in place of Popa. We're going to start Grimeni in place of Toma as well. Actually, no, we're going to start Morong, not Grimeni. We're going to go Morong. Could try Kuvinovic, our 19-year-old. Could go for him. And Bungu didn't do well last time, didn't really impact the game at all. So we're going to go Kuvinovic. They have changed again to a narrow diamond. So they won last time with a 4-4-1-1, decided to change it again. So are they still trying to work out with their new system? I don't know. But hopefully we can put up a bigger fight in this second leg. We didn't do well enough at all in Kazakhstan, so hopefully this one will go a bit better. But we need to overturn a 2-goal deficit. It's going to be tough. I'm moving up to positive because we are dominating possession and we've had 6 shots on target. We haven't seen any of them. There must have been long ones. Well, we've had 13 shots and this is the first highlight, so I don't know what's been happening with those shots. They can't have been very good ones. But Vasilescu is on the ball here for Steaua. With 35 minutes in, it's a ball over the top. It's Ismail, and this time he has managed to score and open his account for the season. After 22 last season, we'll see if we can build on that this year, maybe improve, who knows. He had a very quiet first half of the season last year, but 21 out of his 22 goals came in after February, which is unbelievable. And Ismail manages to get us into the game 1-0. We still trail an aggregate, but that's a good start. I say start, we're 35 minutes in. Look at those stats. We've had 15 shots to their 0. And none of them have been highlights until now. And our XG's at 1.5. I don't know how there's been no big chances in that. But we have absolutely dominated this game. But we need a second goal. It's not going to mean anything if we don't win this by 2. And at least maybe get to extra time. We could manage to win this in 90, but we'll see. It's cleared away by Bitang. And Ismail's going to get the ball back here, but he's given it away. And this is much better from us here. The home advantage seems to have helped. Maybe it's the hangover from the flight. Because maybe Kazakhstan, maybe Kairat are struggling because of, their big journey. They've gone 2,500 miles now. So maybe that's a big factor. Again, ball given away. Here's Ismail. So there must be an element of jet lag there. There has to be. Here's Shofran to Vasilescu. Morong's got lots of space to run into. Switches it to Kuvinovic, who's managed to keep the ball. Can he put a ball in there to make it 2-0? It's Morong with their header. That's a great header as well. And it is 2-0. We've overturned the deficit. Kuvinovic managed to do well here. Just really does well in keeping the possession. And a floating cross in there. Morong with a great header from about 10 yards out. Really good. And 2-0. We overturned the deficit. So, yeah, the home field advantage really does matter here. As Maksimovic has the ball, it's Kuvinovic. And it's hit the post. I thought the keeper might have got to that, but it's hit the post and gone out. But at the moment, we're going to extra time. 2-0 is not going to cut it. We're going to make some changes with 10 minutes to go. Vasilescu is going to come off for Toma. And Mbungu is going to come on for Kuvinovic. Radu with a throw here in the 84th minute. Here's Nezovic. And he's still got it here. And the cross is blocked. He's going to go back for it though. Here's Radu. And the cross is headed away by Dugalic. And here's Santek. And now if they get an away goal here, that really puts a spanner in the works. But a great sliding tackle by Dan Toma. And now here's Shofran. And we need to get a third goal here to seal the tie. Otherwise we're going to have to play another half an hour of football. Here's Mbungu to Toma. Morong. Got space in midfield here. Nezovic. Goes back up to Shofran. Getting a bit cluttered around that 18-yard box though. Here's Morong. Nezovic with the left foot. Keeper saved it. And Dugalic clears it. Okay, we've got one more change we can make. We're going to take off Morong and bring on Grimeni, even though Morong has been good for us today. But he's getting a bit tired and we've got a game in 3 days. But it is 2-0 on the night after 90 minutes. It's 2-2 on aggregate. And after 2 games where the home team has definitely dominated, we now have extra time. Hopefully we can get through here. 97th minute of the match. It's Lovren Nezovic. He needs to put a good cross in here. Hopefully he can. He's going to go back to Radu. Gets it back. Gromeny, and Gromeny fires home, and we lead 3-0 on the night. That is a 3-2 lead now on aggregate, and hopefully job done. We've still got a fourth sub that we can make, which I think we'll do immediately after seeing the replay. Nezovic is getting very tired and needs to come off, so I think we'll bring on Popa for him. But Nezovic and Radu link up well, and then Gromeny on the left foot, a nice strike at the near post, beats the keeper. 3-0 on the night, and we lead on aggregate. So yeah, we are going to make that change and bring on Popa for Nezovic. Just go with that inverted winger. Here's Ismail. Got a minute or so left of this first period. Here's Mbungu, and it's a cross, and it's Toma to Gromeny, and Toma just the wrong side of the post. Okay, we've dominated this game. We just need to get through another 15 minutes. But again, we're at that point where an away goal for Kairat could be a difference maker. But we just need to hold on for 5 minutes or so and we'll be through. And again, keeping the ball well here, but struggling to break down this Kazakh line. That's a great ball. And Mbungu, oh, it's not a great finish. It was a difficult one, but he could have done a bit better. Last minute of the match now. We just need to hold on for about 30 seconds or so. We've got to throw in. We can just waste our time over this. And hopefully that will be us through. And we'll see who we get in the third qualifier. It's going to be either a trip to Ireland or Serbia. And the full-time whistle blows. And on the night, it is a 3-0 win. Look at those stats. 32 shots and 20 on target. It's a wonder we didn't score more than 3 goals, honestly. Although we matched our XG pretty much. So I guess that's all right. I think we were better in our second leg than Kairat were in their first. So I think on that basis, we deserve it. Let's see who we're going to be facing in the third qualifier then. It's between Derry and a team from Montenegro, whose name I can't remember. Derry won 4-1 on aggregate. So we're going to be going to Derry City in Ireland in the third qualifying round. And they got through their first round against Lana of Northern Ireland as well. So I think we'll stay with the European journey for now until we go out. We're going to face Derry City next episode in the third qualifiers in the Europa Conference League. And I think we're just about to have the draw for round 4. We do, but it's after the Kindia game. So we won't do that on camera. We'll face Derry next time and then we'll find out who we're going to be facing after that. But I think we've done well to get through there. Like I said, I think that second leg performance was the big difference maker there. We were far and away the dominant side and I think the better side over the 2 legs, despite really not offering much in the first leg. But we've managed to get through and we're going to trip to Ireland next episode. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below and leave comments. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications. And next time, we'll continue our European journey and stick with it until we go out. So a bit of a change in focus as we start Season 6. Next time, we're going to go to Ireland and take on Derry. But that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Dzięki.